system, we have police, we have courts. People should be tried, should be conducted. Fast-track courts were invented for this purpose. But by that time the damage is done, the people are gone. What does this violence do to the nature of our country? What sort of tragic story hides behind each of these figures I've given you, whether it's 3,200 and whatever number of incidents, 389 people killed, their lives lost, 389 families suffering the grief of mourning. Think about the humanity behind this, and then you understand why it is so important to stand up against it. But the title rightly says, speak out or stand up against hatred. It is not only violence that we must condemn. Violence is definitely condemnable, and we must deal with it. But it is also intolerance, because intolerance is what enables the violence. And how does the intolerance come? It comes from attitudes that once again start at the very top. I ask you, why does our Prime Minister, who wears all sorts of outlandish headgear wherever he goes around the country, around the world, why does he always refuse to wear a Muslim skull cap? You've seen him in hilarious sort of Naga headdress with feathers, and you've seen him in various kinds of extraordinary outfits, which is the right thing for a Prime Minister to do. Indira Gandhi has also been photographed wearing various kinds of costumes. But he still always says no to one. Why does he refuse to wear green? It's a color that he says is identified with Muslim appeasement. What kind of talk is this? I remember when Rahul Gandhi was the vice president of the party, Narendra Modi in his campaign speeches would always refer to him as the princeling. And while speaking in Hindi, he never used the Hindi word Rajkumar. He didn't say that Rahul Gandhi is a Rajkumar of the party. He called him Shehzada. A Shehzada is an Urdu Persian word, and therefore the immediate opportunity to tie Rahul Gandhi to Muslim appeasement by using a Muslim term. Or if he refers to people like the then Pakistani former dictator, General Musharraf, or to the Congress Party President's political advisor Ahmed Patel, he would say Mian Musharraf, and a few sentences later Mian Patel, Mian Ahmed Patel, and the same connections were to be drawn. Now this kind of overt bias coming from somebody who occupies the highest office of the land is bad enough, but at least it's only subtle signaling. Only subtle signaling, because the signaling is there implicit in the words, but nothing overtly hateful is being said. But then you have his own ministers. You have a minister who says that this country can be divided into two kinds of people. I'm almost embarrassed to use the bad language, but she says Ramzadeh and Haramzadeh, which means devotees of Ram or bastards. So everybody who is not a Ram Bhakt is, in her definition, a bastard. Does the Prime Minister demand her resignation from the Council of Ministers? No. We have another minister who says that everybody who disagrees with us and disagrees with the Prime Minister should go to Pakistan. Why Pakistan? If you want to send your critics far away, why don't you suggest Canada? Now you suggest Pakistan because, again, you want to tarnish them with what you consider the worst crime, which is, again, quote-unquote, Muslim appeasement. Is that gentleman still a minister in the Council of Ministers? Yes, he is. You have a leading parliamentarian in the Lok Sabha saying that he wants on January 30th to see all the statues of Mahatma Gandhi replaced by statues to Nathuram Godse. This is somebody who has been invited by the BJP to chair parliamentary committees and to lead the ruling party in debates in the Lok Sabha. Has that practice stopped? No, he still continues. So what is the message you get from all of these examples? You get the message that there is a certain kind of what the Americans call dog whistles. You know, when you whistle, your dog recognizes that particular whistle and comes to you or fetches something or does what that whistle is to convey. Here is a dog whistle that is understood by the bigots, the minority bashers, the Muslim haters.